Okay,
the steps to putting a safety cover on a pool. First, you want to go around and remove all of the removable objects from the edge of the pool. It could be your ladders, it could be your stair rails, steps, anything that you have that would interfere with the 12-inch boundary of the cover, because the cover is going to overlap the edge of your pool by a minimum of 12 inches. So you have to get all the obstructions out of the way first, and that's what you're seeing the guys do here. They basically just have to loosen it. Then you have to understand the layout of the cover. In this installation, this is the very first time this pool has had a cover on it, so it's not that it's been marked. Once you install the cover, we usually go around and put a mark on it so we know where the diving board is, where the steps are, so the next time it gets folded up, we can kind of look at it and get an idea of where it's going to go. But right now, this is just kind of an experiment to find out. We know pretty much the layout of it. We're just stretching out to match it to the shape of the pool, and you can see this is an L-shaped pool with walkout steps on both ends. So it's complicated. This is a very complicated liner cover. Purpose of a safety cover is nothing but safety. It doesn't keep your pool from freezing. It doesn't really keep water out because it's a mesh and water goes right through it. But it does keep a child. You could actually walk across this. They say you could put a car on it. I don't believe it, but I know you can walk on it. And that's the purpose of safety cover. Safety cover has to be anchored every 5 feet. It has a 5-foot grid, 5 foot one way and 5 foot the other way. And so you have to lay it out, pull it 12 inches over the pool, and then mark out for all of your anchors to be drilled in. The anchors have to be drilled in with a special drill that's called a Hilti drill, H-I-L-T-I. And it's like a hammer drill, basically. And you drill it down to a depth of about 1 3/8 inches. We have a piece of tape that marks our bit so we know how deep to place the anchors. Once you drill a hole, then you have a special tool you put on your anchor, and you tap the anchor with a hammer until it gets to the proper depth, just flush with the concrete. Once you get the anchor put in, that's the barrel, then there's a brass screw that screws into that screws down flush during the summer months when you're not using the pool. During the winter, when you need to install the cover, you take an Allen wrench or a special wrench on a drill and you unscrew that, and so it comes up and stands up about 3/4 inch to 1 inch above the concrete, and that's what you fasten the safety cover to, like you see right there. So the springs just have a hole on each end. They have a strap for adjustment. So once you have all your measurements laid out around the pool, you just go around the pool with a Hilti drill, like we're doing here, a hammer drill, and you just drill a hole, put an anchor, drill a hole, put an anchor, drill a hole, put an anchor. And so you line out your pool that way, and the rest is pretty simple. It's elementary. And you just repeat this process however many times. On a typical pool, you're going to have anywhere from 50 to 80 of these anchors that you have to install all the way around the pool. Now, they do make a safety cover that has a 3x3 grid, which is a lot more expensive and it's a lot sturdier. This will suffice. We very rarely sell a 3x3, but on a 3x3 grid, then you have these anchors every 3 feet both ways instead of every 5 feet.